What do you make of Sean Payton's Broncos, who sit there at 1-2 after 3 games? And what seemed like a pretty favorable schedule. So you are now 17.6% through the 17-game NFL season, and we've kind of seen this act before. We've seen this act where you get a soul-sucking loss, and then you follow it up with another back-to-back belly-to-belly soul-sucking loss. Denver in this game was not very good on offense for the first part of the game. In fact, if you look at it, these last couple weeks they've been crooning Elvis, the old Heartbreak Hotel there, back-to-back games. You lose 2 games that you absolutely coulda, shoulda, woulda won. The Colts game, a special teams brain cramp last week, and now this one where you can't get out of your own way early in the game. Then you do get the lead, and then you futz around and you mess around and you commit a penalty and you don't convert passes. You could have had a couple of touchdowns. You don't get it done. So, again, Denver was bad early. They then made some plays. They took advantage of the offensive line for the Chargers being not very good and Justin Herbert not being able to adjust to that. But it was more undisciplined, dumb football. You watch the team, and Sean Payton's like, listen, this guy's one of the better coaches in the NFL and all that. But dumb, a lot of dumb football. And you see that they had 10 penalties for 90 yards in this game, 8 penalties for 83 yards in the game against the Colts. Obviously, they lost because of penalty. So they're handing out penalty yardage, and they're handing out first downs. Like I would get samples at Costco on a Saturday afternoon. Can I get another one of those little mini corn dog things? Sure, you can, because I'm giving them away, and that's pretty much what the Broncos were doing, and this is what bad teams do. They beat themselves. That's the consistent trend. No matter what kind of analytics you throw out there, you beat yourself. And so this is a theme 3 games in. Even the win over Carolina in week 1, or the Titans rather, was not very impressive. So, all right, now the final part of this, sticking with the Broncos, a lot of chatter. What the hell's going on with Bo Nix in this game? And he finished the game with 14 completions in 25 attempts. He had 153 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions. So for the low information fan, say, well, that stat line's pretty ordinary. It's not the worst. It's not really that good. However, you've got to go under the surface here a little bit on the coulda, woulda, shoulda, and the missed opportunities for Bo Nix and the Broncos offense. Now, Sean Payton, he was very positive. There was some question about whether there'll be a conversation he's going to have with Bo Nix, because Bo Nix missed multiple throws that would have, could have, should have been touchdowns. Here is Sean Payton commenting on his quarterback, Bo Nix. Take a listen.
Keep slinging it. There's no conversation. Keep slinging it. The last thing you want is to, those are, almost spot on.
Almost spot on. That's the money quote, kids. Almost spot on. Yes. It's like when I talk to the boss here. I almost spot on nailed that monologue. I missed it, but I almost got the monologue. Almost. Wow. Okay. So keep slinging it. Almost spot on. That's your head coach of the Denver Broncos. Whoa. Holy Queen Roxanne. All right, so question. What do you think of Sean Payton saying the Broncos quarterback Bo Nix was almost spot on? Well, that is a saucy quote. I have that on the sauce aisle right next to the weak sauce because it fits right in there. This is professional football. It is not junior varsity, last I checked. Maybe it is now. I don't know. Bo Nix overthrew 2 walk-in touchdowns. At 2. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. I didn't watch it on TV. I was there. I witnessed it. And Sean Payton, I know you're supposed to be Mr. Positive. You shrug it off like just he missed a layup in a layup line in a basketball game. And no, bad job. The coaching staff, they actually did a good job of scheming. I'll give the coaching staff credit. I assume those were called plays. The flea flicker gift from the football gods, and Bo sails it like he's auditioning for the Olympics, which are coming to L.A. in a couple of years, the javelin throw. And then that almost happened, but doesn't count because it didn't work. And then Payton's like, well, no controversy or no conversation is needed from Sean Payton. So to me, that's garbage because the whole Sean Payton thing is, hey, who is he a disciple of? That's right. He's a disciple of Bill Parcells. And the guy who preaches accountability, and you can't sit there and pat the kid on the head while he chokes away some throws that you've got to make at that level. And so it's about confidence, and that's what the argument is. Well, it's about confidence, but it's about competence. Also, I would say it's also about competence, and you either make the throw or you don't. It's the make or miss league situation, right? And he didn't do it twice. I was going to miss one throw, but you miss a couple like that, and you lose the game. Almost spot on. Almost spot on. The kind of a quote that can apply to any NFL game. Almost spot on, right? That's the same right there. That's it. Almost spot on. And it's like I almost caught the train. I was at the subway station. I almost caught the 7 train there, but the doors closed right in my face there. And so I was stuck on the platform. But I was almost spot on. I almost made the train, almost got there, almost made the train. So there you go. If you keep almost hitting those deep shots, if Bo Nix is the almost spot-on quarterback, then you're almost going to be unemployed. That's how that works generally. Bill Parcells had a lot of witty quotes that are repeated all these years later. Parcells used to say that confidence, one of his famous quotes, confidence is born from demonstrated ability. And not from being almost spot-on, not from that, not from overthrowing wide-open receivers in clutch time. I mean, demonstrating that ability. And Bo Nix has not consistently demonstrated that yet. They keep saying it's going to happen, but here we are 3 games in. The 2025 Broncos have a losing record, and close but no cigar. Close but no cigar. So, okay, wonderful. Almost spot on. That's the Broncos, right? Of course, penalties, turnovers, missed throws. Those are all the ingredients to a team that does not make the playoffs. So we'll see what happens here going forward.